Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Along This Spiritual Journey. So, I am scrolling through TikTok and I see a lot of these topics where the youth are trying to figure out what is masculine and feminine energy in accordance to what makes a good man and a good woman. Because we keep lumping them together, and we've talked about this before. This is masculine and feminine energy. This is man and woman. These are biological parts that are just a puzzle piece to the integration of how the universe needs to work. It needs to put one slot into another slot to create the next thing, right? It needs a womb, it needs a seed. Masculine energy is tearing up the soil, is working with the land, is surveying and purveying your environment to make sure that there's no dangers, there's no enemy afoot. That's masculine energy, right? A man or a woman can be a masculine. They can protect the village. They can protect the outside perimeter. They can protect their family, right? Feminine energy is the seed going into the ground, which is the womb. The masculine energy being the shell of the seed, still protecting its feminine design as it puts it into the earth, right? And then that feminine energy now has a safe space to grow because it can trust its masculine. It can trust that its masculine has done the work, will do the work, and continues to do the work while it goes through all of its levels of transformation, formation, and rebirth. This is how we're supposed to look at energy when it comes to relationships, work, life in general. We all have free will choice. You can be the most fulfilled, holy, healed person in the world, masculine or feminine, male or female, in between. We are all spectrums of self, exploring its emotional and spiritual elements of our inner workings. No matter how much we go out here and try to entertain each other, everything that we give is our feminine emotional energy that we are now translating into a masculine world, a masculine structure, something that has no function yet, but we give it function and purpose by way of desire. When we choose as a masculine to go out and do all the work, we can go out and do every bit of the work we want to. We can know how to cook, clean, buy our own stuff, take care of ourselves. That's not the point. Same for feminine energy. We can go out and cook, clean, have the best jobs, take care of ourselves. It's not the point. The universe looks at energy this way. Great, now this is a single healed cell and a single healed cell, and their vessels are properly working. I can put these cells together now to create a new hybrid element, this extra tertiary perspective that can now see that now not only do I need the hardness, but I also need the softness, because together that gives it malleability, flexibility, right? Masculine at its hardest is just a hard rock sitting there. It ain't doing much. Feminine at its softest is like water. It's just moving and going wherever until you put it into something that can contain it. That's a whole nother topic. But the point is that they need structure of each other. The water can move all around the rocks, which then creates this beautiful path, this beautiful stream. That's how they work together. That's literally the masculine and feminine energy working together. The masculine path carved out in the land, the feminine energy flowing through it. We're not saying that you can't exist as a masculine alone. We're not saying you can't exist as a feminine alone. What we're saying, when I say we, the universe, is saying, I need both. You both are important to my vision. And if you're both trying to separate based on who does what on these superficial human attributes, then now you are conditioned and you're stuck in trauma of subcultural conditioning. And now you believe that women act this way, men act this way, I need to now act this way and play this game and do this thing to try to get their attention. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Just choose to be a decent human being first. When you are a human being who knows how to not only cultivate and work your land, but also knows how to plant your seeds and bring them into fruition in life, and you know how to nurture them and take care of them without outside help, baby, that takes you now from a man and a woman, from the masculine and feminine, to your empress and emperor energy, okay? Because if you want to keep going up, you can always go down and out. there's always room for expansion. But if you want to be a part of the base of expansion that is just replicating energy, that's what culture is. If you want to be a part of the trendsetters who are now helping culture change itself, that's that parental observation where you got to step outside of your kid phase. When we say I'm going from an adult or going from a child to an adult, you have to choose when you want to do that. No one can make that choice for you. When you choose to be an adult, you have to get rid of things sometimes that you really like. But if they're not making sense and they're not holding space for you anymore, move on. Let it go. Remember what it represented and take that with you to the next level. Because I guarantee you there will be something that you, the masculine physical human, will put into something and breathe life into it, your feminine energy, and give it an emotional meaning. That's all we're doing with these breakdowns of what a man is and what a woman is. You're saying, I can do it all. I can do it all. That is a very linear way of looking at yourself. You can do it all. But we still need community. Think about it. Being by yourself sitting in the house is masculine energy because you're not growing anything. And I don't mean online or anything else. I mean, you're just sitting in the house doing nothing. That's masculine energy. If you're going out and socializing and making community and friends, that's feminine energy. Why? Because you're bringing beauty to your life. As a masculine, you don't have to bring beauty to your life. You don't need to have beauty in your life. The masculine attributes are beautiful alone without adding anything to it. But if you see a rock formation and it's just a plain rock formation, eye of the beholder, right? That can be beauty to you. Somebody else might say, well, I want the flowers to cascade down that rock. Now you have this hard element with this very soft, feminine, flowy element, and it works. And it brings life to that now what was a hard place. Now it's a soft place and a foundation, right? Because there's flowers growing out in the wild. They're exposed, but at any time they can get mowed over, walked on, stepped on, and crushed. So this is the same thing with your feminine energy. If you're stuck in your feminine energy and not willing to work through, this is why everybody can just come through and use you, because you have no boundaries to protect yourself. Protect your masculine and feminine. Integrate them into your daily life. Embrace them. Become a whole human being. Once you become a whole human being who can function and operate in this world, you'll understand what people expect of you. And then you'll understand what to expect of other people. Because I love to say this, and I love that movie from Devil Wears Prada. God, in my mind, is always like, why is no one ready? Everybody want to be on the bus. Everybody say they want to get on the journey. Everybody want to get there, but they're not ready. They want me to stop and wait for them to get ready, but I have a whole schedule of pickups. And if I mess up one pickup to stop, to slow down because you are choosing not to do the work, you're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel left behind. You're going to feel some sort of way about society and how the people who got left behind feel, because even those people create a culture. They create a culture of love, maybe distorted, maybe not. But if it's a culture that's making you feel a certain way, ask yourself, do you belong there? And if you don't belong there, baby, it's time for you to get on that train and go. I hope that makes sense. Love ya.